This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Here he is. I'm sure carrying the same heavy hearts, a lot of us. And, you know, it's good evening, of course, Omar, but it's one of those where we have people on the board and they're like, they don't really know who did he play? Did he, you know, whatever, and they don't really know. And, you know, some people are like, well, McDaniel didn't know him long. And that's the thing about Jason Jenkins, the magic of Jason Jenkins. All you had to do was meet him once or twice, and that's it. You just knew, like, okay, dude, this guy is just another level, you know?
The best way to explain Jason Jenkins to the Dolphin fan who is the casual Dolphin fan who doesn't know all of what Miami does. Just think about all of the charitable ventures. Anytime you see the Dolphins helping out the Miami Gardens community, or building a field somewhere else, or going to a school and doing some charity work, book bag giveaway, feeding the hungry, whatever you think that, hey, you know, Jason Jenkins, I always joke with him, his role was, you know, Steve Ross has pledged to give away half of his net worth, which is now, you know, basically, you know, $4 million in charity. And Steve Ross gave Jason Jenkins a blank checkbook to infuse goodness and great efforts and make a difference in the South Florida community. And that's what Jason did on a regular basis.
Every day, man. Every day.
And he didn't do it because, you know what? Yeah, he did it because it was his job, but he did it because he really wanted to truly, genuinely make a difference.
He's real, man.
Yeah,
real.
I would say this, you know, because I had a good relationship with Jason Jenkins, a really great relationship with Jason. And anytime I saw a football field or just a field in the South Florida community that was in horrible shape, but tremendous levels of use, and I felt like, hey, the Dolphins can make a difference by helping this team or helping this community by working on that field, by, you know, infusing a little money to work on that field or improve the field or put AstroTurf on the field. There's a field in my neighborhood right now that's getting AstroTurf. And it's heavily, I can't remember the name of it, but it's heavily used, not just for football, but for soccer. It's because it's a big Haitian community. So obviously, you know, it's a soccer community.
Of course.
And they spent the last 6 months putting a hell of a field in there. And I know it's a city park, but I know Jason Jenkins, I told him, I was like, they need a field. It's horrible. And I know Jason Jenkins was behind it. A lot of the great, and all I had to do is just tell Jason, like, hey, this field, this situation, take a look at it. It got done. And, you know, or you could just mention anything that you felt like he could make a difference. All you had to do was tell him a text, get him a name, give him a rundown of what was going on. And the Dolphins made a difference.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. And he led the way, man.
And he led the way.
Just a special dude. And that's why a lot of you may not know who he is, but anybody that's been around the Dolphins, they're affected.
Yeah.
They're affected. We're all affected by it. It doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter. Really, put it this way: if anybody ever tells you they had a problem with Jason Jenkins, that person's got problems. It's definitely not Jason. You know what I mean? It's
absolutely.
Super special people, man. Super special people.
Only two people in the world you could say that about: Jason Jenkins and Chris Perkins.
By the way,
got a problem with them.
Right.
The problem is you.
Yeah. Chris Perkins. Yeah. I would put Captain Curtis in there too with that.
That's a good one too. That's a good one as well.
That's just
Yeah,
one of
but
those.
Captain Curtis might have made you lose a little money.
Okay, that's fine, but he's one of the best souls you'll ever meet in your life.
Great human being, yes.
Yeah. And you know what? Tonight's performance reminded me of Jason Jenkins because the team was prepared. And Jason was always prepared for everything he did. And so I got to give McDaniel that his teams have looked prepared in practices. They've looked prepared in games overall. Even Skyler is a great example, a third stringer that they get prepared to play games, and so young players have, Azukama shines. So,
Skyler is such a great example of having a good scouting department. I'm not even going to put that on as a
development and development both. Got to
but it's not necessarily development because he ran the exact offense that they run now. So it style of offense. So it's just a transition. And think about it. Nobody was talking about Skylar Thompson. Nobody expected to draft Skylar Thompson. There were a lot of higher rated quarterbacks that went undrafted. And here I am thinking to myself, like, why are they drafting Skylar Thompson? And he didn't look great early on. And I think around the second week of practice, he really
those darts started showing up. You're like, whoa, did you see it throw? Did you see it throw?
Chemistry. It's not really the darts because he doesn't have an arm. Don't.
No. Darts don't have to be an arm. Darts are like, small windows, like that second week he threw that sideline pattern to it doesn't matter who. Actually, I think it was Braylon Sanders actually.
Yeah.
And he had a DB right on his hip and he put it in the only place that everybody was like, well, okay, that's a big league throw. That's a nice throw. It's a dart. He got it right in there. You know what I mean? So doesn't have to be a.
He's got a monster. He's got an intangible. Oh, yeah. He reminds me a lot of Kirk Cousins, which is why I really like him. He's not going to be the number 2 right now. Teddy Bridgewater. People don't realize how much value Teddy Bridgewater brings. Like, just because I work with Brandon Marshall, and Teddy was with the Jets, and he was giving me the rundown of Teddy. That Teddy is a very intricate, and very thorough thinker. Exactly. And
Teddy's only talent away from being a Hall of Famer. If the good Lord gave him just a little bit more athleticism and arm, he's a Hall of Famer, bro.
You can be saying that about Tua too.
No, Tua will be in the Hall of Fame. There's a difference.
Okay. Yeah, and he was telling me that, I like to run this route this way. And Teddy be like, well, if you run that route that way, I won't be throwing you the ball. Like, you're going to run the route the way Teddy wants you to run the route. And he was like, when you run the route the way Teddy wants you to run the route, the ball's going to be there. And he's a leader. Not the greatest arm, but, that's.
No, that's not his fault. I mean, that is what it is. Yeah. But it shows you how smart he is, how actually awesome he is, that he lasts this long. It's like Ty Detmer, like the same thing.
Yeah, I hate when you say that because
in the league 9 years.
Wait. He was like the number 9 rated quarterback in passer rating last year.
No, I know rating, but what I'm saying is, that next step to be the monster, to be the franchise. He just needs a little. You know what I think about Teddy is what I explained this week. He's a computer this year, and right now, Tua and Skyler have to grab their USBs and put it inside that computer.
Okay.
Because they only have the computer for a year. Because the computer will
listen
and download that information.
If they have USBs, because computers don't come with USBs anymore.
Well, whatever, USB-C.
Oh my God. I don't even know what they come with.
Yeah, it's that other smaller one. Isn't it called USB-C or something like that?
I don't know, bro. Ethernet. They don't come with an Ethernet cord. It don't come with a.
What's that thing we do with apples that we can like give
Oh,
it to each other?
airdrop.
There you go. You
Yeah,
got an
man.
airdrop from Teddy, all the info, bro. You have an encyclopedia sitting there. Your Tua, your job is to download that
I felt
encyclopedia for
that
the
same
next
way
year.
about
And
Ryan
Skyler's
Fitzpatrick, but yes, and I, like for every, I didn't feel comfortable or understand why everybody in the South Florida community was like, well, we got to get rid of Teddy because we got to keep Skyler, or worried about Skyler, not being on the roster because they're gonna cut him and team's gonna poach him. Like, calm down. One, Teddy's a very valuable piece. If anything, maybe you trade Teddy by the trade deadline. Maybe you trade him.
If Skyler's made enough progress and a team is desperate with an injury, you're so right. They may
Absolutely.
overpay. They may
Somebody
overpay
somebody offered me a 4th round pick right now for Teddy. Bye Teddy. But
Yeah,
other than that, I'm not trading him.
No.
But Skyler's here. It's like I hate when Dolphin fans and they get this myopic view, like last year, Reed Sinnett. Oh man, we got to keep Reed Sinnett. Oh man, if we cut him, and somebody's gonna poach him. And my response to that is, so what? Like,
Right.
The Eagles poached him. You looked at him today. Does it look like you missing anything?
Well, the Dolphin defense did pretty good against him. What's it called? The other guy, Minshew. He played lights out the first 2 games because I watched them all because I watched the Philly games just for Reed.
Yeah.
So I like go through the game just to get to Reed.
Oh, you were one of those fans, Reed Sinnett?
Yeah, I'm a Reed Sinnett fan, and Minshew I also like. I've always loved his moxie. I think he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league working that pocket. He's very good at manipulating in that pocket, and that's why I like him, because those are the kind of guys that will make you extra plays. And anyway, he'd been perfect, dude, the first 2 games. Miami made him look pretty sad today, and I give Miami credit because I watched the other 2 games against Minshew.
Yeah.
Minshew was outstanding.
This is what, and you've been out to a lot of practices. I obviously have not been out to last week. But I'm watching that game today, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, why are they showing so much in a final preseason game? Because, like, they showed a lot in a final preseason game. And I know these are base plays.
They got to get them some playing time, bro. They got to get some of these guys reps. That's what they had to do. And that's kind of the only way you can measure them is just by, I don't think they showed like too much or anything, but you do have to play this in this game. You have to do something that gives you some semblance of something. You know what I'm saying?
But now, especially with the Patriots as your first game, and obviously Mike McDaniel has 2 weeks to basically build and that's what I hear is his specialty. He builds he builds opponent specific game plans, and I'm very
like the dude he's playing in week 1. Same thing,
please. No. Listen,
no, but don't just say that. He does game specific plans. You talk with enough players. That's the one game that they've got to do a little extra game film because they throw all kinds of crap at you that you never know.
I mean, the Patriots are going to take away your strengths and attack your weaknesses. But that's
and by the way, on the Skyler thing, here's the part that I find overrated, Omar. There's no problem keeping a 3rd quarterback.
None.
As long as you're smart with the back end of the DBs, the linebackers, the running backs, make sure those guys are 2-way players. I'll give you an example. Did you notice Ethan Carter? He played halfback today. He played the fullback role.
He's been halfback,
and he sealed off the right side of the line. Well, in kind of a block where he was kind of falling forward, but he got enough of the guy so Michelle can come in, right? Smythe and Jackson got the left side. But my point is, your fullback is coming off of an injury.
Yeah,
nobody keeps a second fullback. Ethan Carter helps you out on special teams. He's actually a decent tight end. And if you're now playing him as a fullback, that tells me he made the roster because he's your tight end, special teamer, and emergency fullback.
How
if something-
many fullbacks do you really think that they're going to? I mean, how many
No,
tight ends?
they're going to keep at least 4. Yeah, right, 4 or 5.
Yeah, you're right. 4. Now that Adam Shaheen is gone. Yeah, you're right. 4. Ethan
Yeah,
Carter.
because they're gonna try to sneak Tanner onto the practice squad. So
Of course. I mean, I don't even care. I hate when people say that.
Carter,
Yes,
Long,
they're going
and
to put
Gesicki.
Tanner on the practice squad. Don't say they're trying to sneak him on. Nobody's claiming Tanner, Connor Tanner. Didn't he just get hurt too?
Yeah, he just got hurt.
Yeah, nobody's claiming that.
I say sneak because I like him. I like
him too, but you don't have to
like the
sneak
speed.
him. You don't have to sneak him.
All right,
Nobody's
but if they do take him away, all right, I'm going to send you 10,000 texts that say sneak, sneak, sneak. I just want you to.
All right. If somebody claims him, you could tease me all week. Ain't nobody claiming.
You agree with me, right? That the 3 QB thing is overrated as long as you're not irresponsible with your roster on the other positions.
It's about 45 players on the Dolphins roster that are important and good, and I want to protect. The rest is filler. Like, bro, it's 8 guys. I don't care who they are.
Right. I got you.
Like, you know, the Lynn Bowdens of the world. Okay, practice squad, not the practice squad. Who gives a shit? Who cares?
Yeah, Craycraft may have kind of sealed.
Him too. Stop it.
Well, if you're going to keep 6, he's. What I'm saying is, you're probably going 5 for sure, with Sherfield being your 5th, right?
Yeah.
But if you go 6 now, it's Craycraft, right?
No.
Who are you going with? I think you have to go Craycraft. If you go 6, I'm not saying you are, but he plays on special teams. He helps you out as a receiver. He's been consistent.
I mean, you convinced me of Sherfield last week, and now you're going.
No. Sherfield's already there. That he's in the top 5. What is wrong?
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Yes, he is. What are you talking about?
You brought him over Lynn Bowden Jr.?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. It's either Craig. So you're saying Bowden as the 6.
What?
You're saying Bowden as the 6.
Yes,
Bowden is not ahead of Sherfield. Like, in no way.
Bowden is absolutely ahead of Sherfield.
No,
yes,
not even close.
Yes,
not even close. Sherfield has had an excellent camp, dude.
Okay,
he's all right, fantastic.
Listen, Bowden has a talent that you can't coach. You don't cut that. You don't. And I get what his issues are. One, he's a punt returner. And so you're gonna have
he only did it the first week. The last 2 weeks, he's been given chances and he hasn't been able to deliver. Today, he wasn't able to deliver again.
No. Don't say that.
Today,
you gotta have somebody back there.
Today he had one punt return for -2 yards.
He has the ability. He scored a touchdown, bro. Don't disrespect Lynn Bowden like that. Listen,
no, I know he scored a touchdown.
At least acknowledge he has ability that you cannot coach.
No, I get that. I understand that.
Name me another person on this roster that's a wide receiver that has ability that you can't coach other than Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, no, but I need consistency where Craycraft gives you the consistency.
Man, and please, Craycraft is on my practice squad. I ain't worried about him. Ain't nobody claiming him. I promise you, Lynn Bowden gets claimed.
Oh, sure. I'm sure he gets
worried about Craycraft.
Doesn't really mean it's going to go anywhere. All right,
I didn't say it was going to go anywhere.
At running back, who's the 4th guy at running back? If Michelle's the 3rd guy, do you keep 4 outside of the fullback with Alec Ingold? And if it's the 4th, who is it? Is it Gaskin?
Absolutely,
is it Salvon?
Absolutely, it's Gaskin. And I love Savon. I'm one of them on my practice squad. I think he's got more talent than Miles, but nobody works harder than Miles. And the one thing that I always say about Miles is I stopped counting him out. He's proven me wrong far too many times for me to even start counting him out. The only thing I think about Miles is his salary, which is not guaranteed, is like $3.5 million. So a little high. It's a
Right.
little high. So maybe, and that's playing. The Dolphins didn't give him that contract. He earned that with playing time escalators. So, I'm sure Drew Rosenhaus won't like to hear this, but I try to shake him down. Maybe I waive him, try to re-sign him. Maybe I do go with if I'm numbers crunching, and that might be an accounting thing. He's making a little bit too.
Let me throw a curveball at you. I believe he hasn't signed yet, and I think they're doing this because they're probably whoever's going to sign him, it'll be after that first week deal, so they don't have to guarantee his salary for the year. But Kenyon Drake is out there. Should the Dolphins try to revisit that and bring him back? No, why?
Because Kenyon Drake is a loon. I don't cover the team anymore, so I could put that out there. Kenyon, every coach that's ever interacted with Kenyon Drake had a problem with Kenyon Drake.
Okay. That's why he wasn't kept, you think?
Man, I know that's why he wasn't
kept. They paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like $7 million, $7.5 million to get rid of him over the next 2 years and the cap hits that they're taking. Like, they accelerated a bunch of cash, bro. Like, wow.
Super talented.
Samir White and whatever the name of the other kid.
Oh, my God. I used to hear complaints about him so much. He's just a difficult.
7th rounders. Oh, they're keeping 2 7th rounders over him.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that, especially when you're a difficult guy to work with.
Okay, all right.
So he'll go cherry pick his situation, and I like Kenyon, but come on, don't think there are too many people who know the real deal, and he's just a difficult guy to work with, to coach.
I would imagine you saw Preston Williams fumble his opportunities away here for the Miami Dolphins. Pun intended, of course.
That's another one.
Unlike Jared Dokes, who's close to going to the Canton in the Hall of Fame with the performance today.
Jared Dokes' performance didn't even register in my book.
Right? Come on. He's earned a practice squad spot. Come on.
I like Zaquandre White, to be honest with you.
They're going to keep both on there.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about him. I want to talk about Slomin Kindley.
So you like what he's done.
Listen.
You want to give him some credit now, huh? You had him cut.
I am a man who
fat,
gives...
overweight, lazy, you bum, and now you're
listen. He has been playing and blocking like his next meal depends on it.
Yes,
and I am inspired by his fat ass. Like, listen.
He wasn't working on his weight. He was working on his agility, baby. He's moving. He's moving, bro. No, you gotta admit, Omar. You see him at times there, and you're like, "Whoa, dude, he's moving." Like
I am shocked.
He's got a little
shocked.
shift.
Listen. Yeah. And that's what I love that moment where desperation, where a player reeks of desperation, and they either rise to the occasion or they fumble the ball like Preston Williams. Like, you're going to see Preston's like all up in here.
Right.
Man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. And he walked away dejected. Like,
yes. I have crushed Slomin Kindley for 3 years. Absolutely obliterated him. He didn't deserve to be on this roster. I am changing my tune right now. You're taking
the L.
No. I'm not taking a long-term L. I am saying that he has earned my respect temporarily. He's still probably going to go be a fat ass and still probably going to get lazy again once he makes it 53.
Don't say that, man. Maybe he's turned the corner and the light's gone on.
I wish. He's never played like that since Georgia.
So then maybe he's turned the corner, Omar. He's only a third-year player. A crap ton of linemen. This is their magical year, actually. Year 3.
Listen,
Usually year 3 is especially mid to late round picks. Definitely. It takes him 2 years sometimes.
but what's amazing to me is he's never moved people in the run game. Here in Georgia, he did. Here, he's never moved people. Now,
Omar,
all of a sudden,
you cover Paul Soliai. He was useless for 2 years.
wow,
useless.
Then desperation kicked in.
His 3rd year is when he then started to shine, and his 4th year, he exploded and became a hell of a player. It took him a little while to kind of figure it out, bro. You know, that's just the way it is. Sometimes it takes a little while for some of these guys for the light to go on, and maybe now it's coming on for Slomin Kindley in his 3rd year.
Listen, all I want to say is Slomin Kindley has earned a spot on my 53-man roster, and I thought I thought he would never be on it.
Yeah, man.
I left him for dead. Tampa week, I left him for dead. Tampa game, I left him for dead.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Last 2 weeks,
played well.
He's playing like a guy who knows his NFL future depends on it.
No, he's one of the better backup guards that they have right now. There's no doubt. You're going to keep about 9, I would say, right? That would be about the magic number.
About 9.
Yeah, I definitely Kindley's one of my backup guards for sure. Him and
I'm still trying to claim something though.
Yeah, well, I think the swing tackle thing is what you got to look at right now.
I'm still trying to claim something.
And I think also, Omar, I think if there's some kind of a returner, I think they're going to try to get somebody else to infuse the return game because they don't really have somebody yet in that area unless you inject Tyreek or Waddle in there, and that's not really what you want.
That's why you keep Lynn Bowden and have Tyreek and Waddle pop out in emergency situations.
Yeah. I just like to see more out of Lynn, but then again, you're not really scheming and you're not really showing much, so maybe.
Listen, Lynn has ability that you cannot coach, and that ability to make a first guy miss that helps you with punt returns.
I know, but consistency is priceless for these coaches. And
Jakeem Grant made it to a Pro Bowl with no consistency. So
yeah, but he scores. That's the difference. He makes plays. Okay. All right. He's the only returner in the NFL with a touchdown last year.
All right.
Okay. Pro Bowler. That's the other thing.
I must say Pro Bowler when I refer to Jakeem Grant.
So he's Pro Bowler. No, say it with me. Pro Bowler Jakeem Grant. Come on, say it with me. It's painful, but say it with me. Come on. Pro Bowler Jakeem Grant.
Hey.
Come on, Omar. You can say it.
I said it.
You can do it.
Pro Bowler Jakeem Grant. Pro Bowler Jakeem Grant. I will put respect on his name. Pro Bowler Jakeem Grant. Horrible wide receiver. Horrible wide receiver.
Follow up with out for the year with an injury.
Yeah. Horrible wide receiver, inconsistent player, but Pro Bowl return man, Jakeem Grant.
There you go.
You keeping John Jenkins?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you have to keep the big man around for. Yeah, he's my last guy. Yeah, the experience is priceless.
He's 53.
I also think he's a good practice player for the O lineman. I also believe that too. I think he helps I think he helps him throughout the week because he's a guy that's going to get, since he's not going to get a ton of reps in the game, I think he helps you with practice reps and he helps your guys because he's a savvy, veteran, and I think he also helps there. So unless you have an incredibly gifted defensive young tackle that's kind of raw, but the kid is, got it here. It's just needs experience. And I don't know if they have that guy. That's the only reason I would cut John Jenkins. If I have that.
Cameron Good make your team?
Oh, yeah. I love that kid. Love the potential from that kid. Yes. I can use him as a pass rusher. I can use him as a linebacker.
Over Darius Hodge?
And he's on special teams. Yeah.
Over Darius Hodge?
Yeah, because I have him as a 7th rounder. I have his rights locked in for a really cheap price for the next few years. So I have to take advantage of that. Yes, I would.
But you might be cutting a better player. You just
Yeah.
keep him because he's a draft pick?
Well, no, because I like his long term. I like what I've seen from Cameron Good. I'm not telling you the Hodge, because I think Porter Gustin made it on my roster, not Hodge. I think Hodge
Porter
is.
Gustin's the practice squad.
I think Porter Gustin made the team, and I think Darius Hodge is just outside looking in. I do like what he brought to the table, but I think Cameron Good is the guy that I want to build on for the future.
Who's your fourth cornerback?
Elijah, who just got the interception today, right?
Yep.
So
And who's
probably.
your fifth?
Oh no, my corners. Noah's my fifth.
Okay.
Noah's my fifth. I'll try to sneak Vernon McKinley into the practice squad. Let's see. I think Kohu makes it also.
I'm not sold on that. I don't get the appeal to that one.
Elijah's my safety, so I'm saying
why wouldn't Kohu make your practice squad?
Oh no. This is Trill Williams. This is
You think Kohu's Trill Williams?
This is Nick Needham. This is that guy that they targeted.
No, he's not.
This is the guy.
He ain't that guy.
This is the guy they targeted. The same dude like those other guys. I'm telling you, they paid extra money to get a Division II player in.
Listen, that's money. Steve Ross spends that a night at the bar.
It's not a matter of what Ross spends, dude. It's what matters to Greer and company, that they wanted the player that much more. Money is irrelevant.
He hasn't done anything.
Ross. I disagree with you. I like him. He has done. I get it. You haven't been to a lot of the practices lately, but the kid has actually played well.
He's played well this week?
Yeah, dude, I like Kader Kohu. Yes, he's going to make this team. He will make this team. They will not put him on the practice squad.
As the what? Fifth?
He's the last. He's the second to last corner, because I trust him over Iggy probably right now. Oh, hey, by the way, nice play by. Did you see the play Iggy made? What I loved about the play was the ball skill behind it, because he has none, and he showed something for once, because he read the DB and reacted perfectly and knocked the ball out, which is something we never really see him do much. And as you know, he's not great with ball skills. That's his problem. And so, one of his problems. But I thought that part was actually positive for him, that he showed me some ball skills at that moment.
Yeah,
so man. A little love for Iggy. Iggy makes it by default. They have no choice. They got to make it.
Yeah, I mean, you can get him. You want to trade for him, you can get him for a ham sandwich.
Yeah, I think they want to give Sam and Pat a year with him and see if they can work with him. If they can't,
all right. I listen.
Might as well, bro.
Yeah, might as well. My thing is, that kid needs to be a special teams demon, and if he doesn't get that by now,
you're right. You're right. You're 1,000% right.
And I said to him, I keep saying to him, before I left, yo, Gunner, you're gonna have to kill that job, because if you want to continue to play in the NFL, bro,
and he's
gonna be a cornerback,
and he's none of it. He's not a returner. He's not a gunner. He doesn't excel in any of that at all. And I don't know if it's because he doesn't have confidence as a corner, and then that's affected everything else in his game. Maybe he can compartmentalize.
I said to Malky, we flew up to the combine with Malky, who's his agent, and I have a high level of respect for Malky. And I said, and Malky sat next to McDaniel, because I flew on the same flight with McDaniel. Malky sat next to McDaniel the whole flight, and talked him up, and and truthfully, Igbenogany supposedly was being abused by Flores, whatever. I don't believe none of that abuse stuff. A coach is coach. Iggy sucked, so coach was hard on him. Okay,
there is abusive and there is hard coaching. There's a difference.
Okay. So now that everybody's super nice to him, he still sucks.
But everybody else is improving. So, you know what I'm saying?
I think everybody else improved on defense last year too.
Austin Jackson has played his best football under
Everybody
this
else improved
staff.
on defense last year too.
Tua has played his best football under this staff right now.
Listen, a game hasn't counted. A game hasn't counted. Let's wait till the games count.
It doesn't. We just started the show. Started the segment by telling you that they looked organized. That's an improvement over everything that I've watched.
They looked like they were firing.
Months.
They looked like they were firing real bullets while the Eagles were firing caps. That's what they looked like. And then the Eagles are like, oh, they shooting. Like,
hey, listen, it's not my fault. They need Viagra. You know, if their pistol doesn't have any bullets, I'm sorry. They need to call Rafael Palmeiro or something.
If I'm the Eagles, I ain't coming back here. I don't want to practice with you no more. I don't want to play with you no more. This exhibition, you flat out like loaded me up.
Yeah, that's right. In practice too, that first day they smoked them there too.
Did they?
That's right. They smoked them right there in practice. I saw it firsthand.
I listen.
They smoked their ass all day in that practice.
I've been so busy and stressed. I haven't even paid attention to what's been going on.
They smoked them so badly. I saw Blaze Andrews block their asses off on one-on-ones. That's how much they smoked them. Blaze Andrews was telling him, "You're not coming in here anywhere. Get out of here." Blaze.
I have no idea what that is.
Well, that's one of the backup tackles there.
Oh,
they're gonna sneak his ass onto the practice squad too as some kind of a project. Watch.
Blaze.
Blaze.
He's a Dolphins player.
Yep, you're a hell of a beat writer, bro.
I ain't a beat writer no more. One, I wasn't a beat writer when I was there. I was a columnist.
All right, well, columnist, whatever.
Oh, Blaze. Oh, that's the kid. No. Yes, you're right. Oh, please, that kid ain't even making a practice squad.
Why do you say that? I was watching the damn practice. I thought he did all right. I think they're going to be able to sneak him onto the practice squad because ain't nobody going to claim him. But I think he's kind of a half decent project.
I like the other kid. I like Kellen Durst better.
That's the other guy that both of those guys will get onto the practice squad for sure.
Yeah,
those are the guys who are going to try to sneak on for sure. All right. So what are you working on I Am Athlete, man? So folks can check you out.
We've got a live tour that we're launching in New York on September the 10th. And Monday's episode is I Am Athlete. The podcast is Joe Budden, the podcast juggernaut, who actually had a breakup similar to Brandon's breakup, the podcast breakup with the Pivot. And both of them discuss their podcast breakups. And the challenges of kind of creating new media in that space, everything that comes with it, which means the loss of friendships, which, has been tough for Brandon and Joe.
Okay.
So
all right.
It's a good episode.
Get a little personal. All right. I like it.
Yeah.
Right. Follow him on Twitter at Omar Kelly. When you on Sirius again?
I was on Friday night. We haven't scheduled. Schedule gets made tomorrow. So I have, and really, I'm at this point as management, I am filling in when emergencies happen, and emergencies happen three times a week.
Gotcha.
So, as you know, as somebody who's run a company, it's challenges after challenges. You know what's funny, and I'll say this to you. Every coach that I've ever coached, when you ask them, every coach that I've ever covered, when you ask them, what's the thing that you learn about being a head coach that you didn't know? And they all say, it's all the little things that you have to do that have nothing to do with your job and the fires that you have to put out on a daily basis that prevents you from doing your job. And man, do I get it now. Like, I go in there because we work at House of Athlete, which is a facility, a workout facility Brandon has in Weston. And every day I go there with my gym clothes and I lock out an hour of my day to go work out. Do you know right before my workout time that I have scheduled, there's a crisis that comes up that I have to fit. I have to like spend the next 2-3 hours trying to fix, address, problem solve for. And that is my new life. That is my new life. So
I feel you, brother. I feel you. There's no doubt
yeah.
about it. Sean and I are putting out fires all the time. That's the way it goes, man. All right, follow him on Twitter at Omar Kelly and continue doing your thing, my man. Appreciate you as always. We'll talk early in the week next week.
All right, bro. I'll let
you got it. There you go. Omar Kelly and our EJDconstruction.com Miami Dolphins report.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.